Hey guys, I'm Vinny Sorrentino, and I represent the SEMO Automotive Group here in Cape Girardeau, Missouri. What I'm going to show you is the day-to-day operations of our dealership. We have a certain issue that we're going to show an example of, and that's our inventory system's currently not working out. We're going to show you exactly what we do to implement the right system and how we go about doing that in each individual department. Please listen closely.
Hey Jessica, what's up?
I'm just so frustrated right now.
Why? What's going on?
Well, according to my calculations, our accounts payable is way higher than our accounts receivable, and we're not making any money here.
Oh my gosh, is that because of our inventory system?
It is. We have the vendor managed inventory system, and if you don't know what that means, it's basically our supplier manages our entire supply, like our entire cars. And we keep getting more and more, but we don't need it. We have too many cars on the lot right now, and we can't get them out.
So what you're saying is like, they actually send us what they want to send us? We don't even get to pick it?
Yep, basically.
Well, I heard of this system. A couple other dealerships were using it. It's called the push system.
Okay.
It's more about like, we get to decide, we actually like predict the amount of cars that we think are going to be selling through like previous sales, previous months, even like last year's inventory if we sold a lot at Christmas or something. And from that, we order them. We're also like pushing the cars on the customers, so like we want to get them out faster as well. And you know how like you're accounting and I'm financing, and we always look at those numbers and everything?
Yeah.
It's just supposed to be a really good way to just do that stuff.
Huh, okay. That actually might work. That's like the exact opposite of what we're doing now, and that's what our problem is.
Yeah, especially with this dealership. I mean, SEMO Automotive, it's been working pretty good, but I think it needs an uplift.
Yeah, definitely. We should go talk to everyone else, the other departments.
So do you want to talk to Samson, and I'll talk to Vinny in marketing?
Yeah, I'll go talk to Samson and MIS.
Sounds good. See you later.
Awesome.
Hey, Vinny.
Okay. All right, well, I'll get back to my sales reps, and I'll give you a call as soon as I can, okay? All right. What's going on, Paige?
How are you today?
It's been a long day, but going well.
I understand. So did you hear about the problem going on right now?
I have not. What's going on?
Okay, so you know how we had the old vendor management inventory system?
I sure do.
Well, it's not working real well. We're not getting cars off the lot fast enough. We're losing a lot of money. Whenever I talked to Jessica in accounting, she told me we were losing a lot of money. So I was thinking about this new system. It's called push system.
Okay.
It's about getting those cars out fast. Also, it's more about us figuring out what cars are needed and which ones can be marketed the best. So I thought coming to you would be a good idea.
Okay.
So do you have any ideas with what we could do with that push system?
Yeah. You know what we're going to do is, I've been thinking about this a little bit lately because I've been noticing our inventory has just been sitting there for a while. So what we can do is we're going to implement an entire new system, okay? A whole new strategy as far as advertisements and just to push those cars and basically encourage people to come buy the cars that have been sitting on our lot for a while. So I think the best way to do this is we're going to offer some incentives, okay?
Okay.
Besides that, we're going to do some major advertising, okay? We're going to get up on social media, we're going to put it up on our website, the newspaper, and commercials, and we're going to get it out there that we're going to sell these cars for a lower price, and we're going to add an added incentive within our company so that we can try and get our sales reps more motivated to sell these cars. I think the best thing to do with this inventory system is to really think about which cars are causing the most issues by sitting on our lot. Because as you know, having these cars sitting here is a liability with insurance. You know, we pay insurance on every single one of these cars the longer it sits here.
The longer it's here, the more we seem to pay.
I know, it's a headache. So let's start with doing that strategy I'm talking about. Let's offer incentives to our coworkers, okay, the sales reps, and let's get the word out that we're going to start selling these cars for a lower price and get the consumers in here to start buying these cars so we can implement this new inventory system and get the ball rolling.
So since you're talking about incentives, could we also do something with finance, like a 0% for like 6 months or something like that?
Definitely. We can do 0% APR for 6 months, and we can even do something like a cashback system.
Yeah.
We can offer them $500 to $1,000 cash back depending on certain model cars that we end up selling.
Like clunkers and stuff, like,
Yeah, the cash for, exactly. The cash for clunker system worked really well a few years ago when the government was trying to get rid of cars that have been sitting around too long. So with that being said, I think we need to start talking to our HR about this as soon as possible because we need to get our sales reps on the same page. We need to inform them that things aren't working and get them motivated to sell these cars.
So do you want to talk to Caleb in HR?
Yeah, I can do that. I can definitely do that.
Sounds good. I will talk to you later, okay?
All right,
it's good
appreciate
seeing you.
Hey Caleb, how's it going, man?
How's it going, Vinny?
Good to see you.
Good to see you.
Well, we need to talk about an issue we have currently going on within the company. I was approached by Paige about an issue we're currently having with our inventory system. As you might know, we are running the VMI system currently for our inventory, and
Okay.
it's just not working.
Right.
So Paige came up with the great idea that we're going to start using the push system. We're going to start pushing the cars that have been sitting on our lot for longer periods of time to the consumers. We want to get those cars off our lot because they've been a huge liability.
Okay.
What I'm coming to you for is, with recognizing this issue that we're having with our company, the only way we're going to get this to truly work is to start getting our sales reps to be motivated and know the incentives we're going to start offering
Okay.
to these to the consumers. So what I'm here to ask you about is, I mean, do you think you have any ideas of us how we can get them motivated? This is just a spreadsheet of what we got going on right now.
Okay. Well, you know, Vinny, I was actually planning on doing essentially like a employee handbook, essentially. I think besides just, you know, obviously, you know, product knowledge, things like that in there, I probably could do like more like sales techniques to get our older inventory, you know, to kind of make it clear, you know, for new guys coming in and, you know, existing guys, you know, they can read up on it, and, you know, we're trying to get rid of these older cars. Not only that, but I can look at my books and maybe I can make a little payroll adjustment.
Okay.
Maybe like say on the commission, we can maybe add a little extra on essentially the commission for older vehicles.
Okay, so you mean like a 1 or 2% on the commission if
Yeah,
they're selling?
sure. I'll do the numbers and see what I can do exactly. But yeah, I definitely can give them a little extra something to get rid of that old inventory.
That's awesome. That's
so
awesome.
help influence the customers, obviously. So yeah.
I think that's great. You know, this is going to be the first major step, I think, to getting closer to successfully accomplishing our object as far as implementing
Right.
a new system within our company. And I'm glad that you're on board with this and it's going to happen this easily.
Well, I'm excited for it too as well. I mean, I think we can definitely turn this around.
Okay, well, you know what I'm going to have to do now is I think I'm going to go talk to Samson and get to the other departments and get the word out there. We're going to get this new inventory system working, okay?
Okay, I'll tell you what. I'll go with you.
Okay, sounds good. Let's head on over there.
Let's do that.
So how's that sound to you?
That sounds perfect. I'll definitely address that in our next meeting the end of the week, okay?
Okay, perfect. How
All
you
right,
doing?
you too.
Samson, what's going on,
What's
man?
going on, Vinny? How's it going?
Good.
Hey,
Doing
how's it
well.
going?
Hey, doing well. How about yourself?
Well, pretty good.
Pretty much out over there in marketing. How's it going?
Well, that's why we're here. We currently have a problem within our system as far as inventory. I was approached by Paige early this morning, and our old VMI system it isn't working.
Yeah.
We have too many cars sitting on our lot. We're paying insurance for these cars to sit here, and it's hurting us financially. And Jessica's getting pretty worked up about it. So we came up with the idea to use the push system. We're going to start pushing these cars that have been sitting on the lot for too long to the consumers through incentives.
Right.
That's where my man Caleb.
Think you guys can do that?
Yeah. Essentially, what I'm working on is, like I was kind of talking with Vinny earlier, is I was already planning on doing a manual, obviously, for a lot of our employees, particularly our sales reps. With that, you know, besides just product knowledge, stuff like that, I was going to boost up the commission, try to do that, maybe do like an extra 1 or 2%.
Okay, we're at 6% right now, right?
Right, yeah.
Okay.
So I think we'll bump it up to 7s for, you know, vehicles that are, you know, a year older or a year or older on the lot, essentially.
Okay, yeah, I think that'd be good. To put a little fire into the salespeople, kind of
Right,
give them a
right.
little added bonus to kind of get those
And I
out a little
think-
quicker.
Yeah, right. I think they'll like that as well.
Yeah,
So,
that'd be good.
yeah.
What do you think? I mean, I think I heard you spoke to Jessica about this earlier today. Do you think we can implement anything as far as your end of your department?
I definitely think so. You know, in productions and ops, I think one of the main problems is communication. And as you guys know, with that VMI system, the manufacturer's just loading us down with vehicles. You know, they ship them out, give them to us, and we have to be on the lot. So, I mean, I think, like what you said with that push system, we can get those out a little bit quicker. I think that'd be great. But I think one thing I do want to implement is a new MIS system. You know, there's a new thing that's called this EDI system where our manufacturer can actually see what we're doing down here. So if they have an idea of our forecast, they may be able to send us the right amount of vehicles instead of always overloading us. Because that's our big problem. They send too many vehicles, and we just can't hold them. That's what it comes down to. It's killing us financially. So if they see our forecast and we know their numbers, we can kind of collaborate together.
So basically, we're going to be running at the most efficient levels of inventory on our lot, really.
Absolutely, absolutely. No, I was talking to Jessica earlier, and she has month-to-month forecasts. So if we can get this forecast to the manufacturer, and they can see what we're selling and what we're holding, they can give us the right amount of vehicles every shipment. That way, we're not having our lot loaded down with vehicles we're not selling.
That's awesome. That's awesome.
Good deal. I like to hear that.
I'm glad to see that this is all starting to come together. You know, before when this day started, Jessica's real worked up, and it got me kind of worked up and worried about, you know, our business. And I know that we're going to get SEMO Automotive Group on the right track.
Yeah.
With that being said, I guess we should probably go ahead and get this all settled up for today and,
Yeah, like I
and
said,
get this all presented and ready to go to implement this process here pretty soon, don't you think?
Definitely. Like I said, Ops has been working a lot with the MIS lately, and we've been trying to get this ball rolling. So I think we can have something ready pretty soon here.
Awesome. I'm glad to hear it.
All
I'm
right,
glad this
guys.
was successful.
Thanks for coming in, guys.
No problem.
Good deal.
Good to
I'll let
see you.
Phil read. No.
All right, take it.
Have a good one.
Alright, so you all know why I called you in today. We are implementing the new push system, and I want to hear everyone's steps and how we're going to do this. And first step is going to be with Samson and productions and operations.
Thanks, Jessica. Currently, right now, I'm working with the production and operation management team and clearing up the communication lines on the supply chain. So working with the manufacturer and also with our dealership, making a new EDI system with the MIS team. So we're currently working together and implementing the new IT infrastructure and software to get that going in the dealership. In doing so, we're going to be able to track all of our inventories, our sales, and our projections forecasts for each quarter. And we can, our manufacturer can see this, and we can work and tell them what we need. That way we can push our cars out in the most efficient way as possible.
Okay, and that leads to my step in accounting, which is to change over to the new MIS system that he's introducing to our company, and then I'm gonna put in the new numbers with our push system, and that's really wraps it up from my end. I just need to input it all in the data, and then the next person I'll talk to is Caleb in HR.
Thanks, Jessica. What I'm going to do for my next step essentially is to brief the employees and also train the staff on the changes we're making with the company to implement the new system essentially.
Okay, that sounds good. And then Vinny and marketing.
Essentially, the first step I'm going to take is to reevaluate my marketing strategy and completely change it to work with the new push system so we can put out an incentive to sell the cars that have been on the lot for too long. So as long as I change that strategy and take this step and putting out new advertising promotions online and through commercials, I think we should be just good.
All right, sounds good to me. And then last is Paige and finance.
I think I'm going to do a couple different things. First step is I'm going to change it to 0% for 6 months on certain cars, making an incentive also to push those certain cars out maybe. And then lastly, I'm just going to make sure that all of our finance department is up and ready to go too.
All right, well, that sounds good. Let's just get started on January 1st of next year. So we have a month to get this together, okay?
Sounds good.
All right.
Come shop with us
At SEMO Automotive.
Thank you guys for listening. As you can see, it's very important to attack a problem within your inventory system and change it accordingly. As you can see, we went to each individual department and got them on board so we can successfully implement this new process. We appreciate you guys listening once again, and I hope this video was informational as to how a car dealership will run their business.